Say, go to the store. What you get? Say, car. Say, I love cars. Say, I love. Say, ah, my baby. Say, ah, mommy.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff's still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Jets. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. The return man, Ty Johnson. And now the ball across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
I just gotta do one thing. Guess it is fine. Yeah. Really?
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Love going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Man open, that's Damian Radley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. He gets it left side to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Hightower on the stop.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Love, they go play action now. He's got Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
You gotta leave him alone and just talk the talk instead of trying to protect everything. You're trying to do too much, sir.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Yeah. So, yeah.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously, the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Okay, love you, mama.
The Jets are bringing a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the 2nd-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
8-yard line.
Mommy gonna call you back in a second.
Their next drive. On 1st down, it's Gibson, and he'll take this up over the 40.
Mommy gonna call you back in a minute, Matt.
Give him 3 on 1st down.
Boy, up!
Set up a 2nd and 7.
Stop! You better go play with your toys. How about that? Cause you about to get your butt whooped. Go play with your toys.
Love from the gun. Alex Barrios complete. And able to rip off a big
I know she's crying.
before being dropped.
Want me to tell you why? Because go play. Go.
The catch and run.
Damn.
This is a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After one, a 1-point game.
No, go play with your toys. Go. Next up, you break up what?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
I said stop before you break it. It's not for you. Go play with your toys.
Able to drop him for a loss of a couple. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. A good decision in
Hey,
to pull it and run.
go sit your ass down somewhere.
First down, New York.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
I want you to go play with your toys, man. Go.
And make sure you don't get hurt.
I need for you to go play with your toys, Max. Go. Go.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't I just say go somewhere?
You think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football?
Didn't I just say go somewhere?
But in this case, maybe a little too was timed well. Incomplete.
On third down, Love. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
McCann's kick up and good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That's good.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, Newton. Catch is made by Harry. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Michelle on the counter. And the remains non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, he got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first and 10, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
32-yard line.
They'll run with Michelle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second and 14. They'll try the air now with Newton. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Newton. Got an open man. It's Radley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Running out of the gun with White. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13. Now it's Newton. This is White on the screen. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Rosa's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They go play action here on first down. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now in Foxborough. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On second down now, it's Gibson. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on third down, Love. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. McCann's kick up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Pass at the line, ready to go. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this holiday season because here we are in December, right? It is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It brings up 3rd down.
Play action this time with Love. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Newton on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll slide it at the 49. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situations. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. so this is going to have to be a delay.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Let her arms up. Let her arm go. She spit? Okay. What's up, little nigga? What you got going? What you doing? Oh shit, stop cooking, nigga. Yeah, well, over here, guys, over here. Oh, shit. Man, my bad, man. That's what happened when you come running at me, dog. I'm sorry. I'm busy with you, son. You can't just charge at me. Yeah, he did. Well, he fell on his ass, but he ran straight into me. Shit, man. I was about to see. Trying to see what this chick's supposed to be coming through to braid my hair. I was gonna see it, but man, that shit ain't gonna work. She said she didn't think I was just gonna see if that phone can bring it up a little bit better. I think it's a move or something, bro. The black box did his ass DDT today. He got his ass popped 3 times. Let me tell you something. Grandma love pudding. Hold up. You know how old people love pudding. I love pudding. Hey, but no, what you gotta put hard on? Back to that, coach. Devil. You okay? You alright? You good? You okay? You too. Like you cold?
sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared to smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Why don't wish up for nothing? Why don't wish up for nothing? Agitated, only been for confusion. The latest